Yale's budget lab is estimating that Trump's tariffs are going to cost at the average household $4,700 extra a year.
Imagine waking up tomorrow and your phone doesn't turn on. The store near you has no ammo, no tires, no power tools, and your favorite reloading powders? Gone. Now multiply that by every household in America. It's a glimpse of what happens if U.S.-China trade collapses. Right now, China's tariffs on U.S. goods is up to 125%, and the U.S. is at 145% on Chinese products. This isn't a trade dispute. It's economic warfare. And if it escalates, if it snaps completely, we're not just talking inconvenience. We're talking about the unraveling of modern American life. We love to chant made in the USA, but let's be brutally honest. Even the guns in your safe probably aren't 100% American. The optics, the molds, the CNC tooling that milled your upper receiver, there's a high chance those parts or the machines that made them originated in China. Take microchips. The U.S. is scrambling to build domestic capacity, but for now, 90% of advanced manufacturing happens in Asia, with a massive portion linked to China. Need steel for barrels? China produces over 50% of the world's steel. The U.S., less than 5%. And primers, brass, powder? If you're a reloader, you know firsthand how fragile that pipeline is. And guess what? Several of those ingredients, components, and even packing materials originate right back to China. It's not just electronics. It's semiconductors, solar panels, fertilizers, pharmaceuticals, ammo components, even the plastic bins your mags are packed in. None of this stuff just pops out of Iowa soil. It's boxed, loaded, and shipped across oceans, and China is the central hub. Take a look at the ports. Containers sitting for weeks, products seized up in customs, tariffs baking into prices before the goods even land. Some shipments are now not coming at all. In the firearm world, that means delays on everything. Scopes, bolts, presses, trimmers, lights, lasers, even dies. Even American companies get burned because their suppliers are global. You can't assemble a rifle or manufacture 100,000 rounds for a police contract if you're missing a $2 imported part. The global trade network isn't built for purity. It's built for efficiency. And when you cut into your biggest trade partner, the shock waves don't hit tomorrow. They hit for months and years. When Nixon opened trade with China in 1972, it wasn't just diplomacy. It was transformation. America outsourced its industrial muscle in exchange for cheap goods. And like frogs in a slow-boiling pot, we forgot how deep that dependency runs. You want a new press for reloading? That cast iron frame might be American, but the dies, the powder measure parts, the rubber seals, likely Chinese. Without them, you're just staring at a $1,000 paperweight. Let's get real. If China invades Taiwan, trade ends overnight. That means no more chips from TSMC, which the DoD relies on. No rare earth elements for missile guidance, night vision, even smart scopes. No battery tech for military drones or thermal optics. And yes, a major hit to the civilian ammo supply, especially bulk components like steel casings, jackets, primers, and powders, directly or indirectly sourced. Want to guess what happens to prices when 30% of the components go offline overnight? Hoarding, scalping, black market behavior. Law-abiding Americans stuck rationing range time. Even our military will feel it. Despite all the patriotic branding, a surprising amount of defense-adjacent manufacturing equipment, from sensors to machining tools, is connected to Chinese exports. Here's where things turn dark. This isn't just economic, it's psychological. Americans are used to clicking buy now and getting whatever they want in 2 days. Remove that expectation and people snap. We saw it in 2020. Empty shelves, ammo lines around the block, fist fights over disinfectant, no toilet paper. Now imagine with that insulin, primers, tractor parts, and baby formula. And when confidence in supply collapses, people don't just worry, they act. Some panic buy, some prep, some riot. What if the U.S. completely cuts off trade with China? We rebuild, slowly. We fire up old mills, restart domestic tooling. We relocalize supply chains. But it's not cheap and it's not instant. Prices on guns, scopes, mags, presses, 2 to 5 times what you're used to. Wait times for basic equipment, months, maybe years. And quality, not always guaranteed, because people who used to make the stuff retired in the 90s. It's a return to self-reliance, yes, but it's also a return to friction, hardship, and scarcity. You'll feel it at the range. You'll feel it when you try to restock 9mm, and you darn sure feel it when the war breaks out and the military starts buying up civilian stock. So here's the bottom line. Can we survive without China? Yes, but it won't be comfortable. It won't be clean, and it won't be quick. The cost will be paid in dollars, in delays, and in the stability of daily life. We'd have to reindustrialize like we did during World War II. And that means more factories. It means reshaping education, labor, energy, and mindsets. It's possible, maybe even necessary. But if you're not ready for that conversation, you're not ready for the consequences of ending the biggest trade relationship in human history.